Evolve Events strives to provide a top-tier youth basketball experience in the OKC metro area. Our goal is to create a safe, competitive atmosphere that also works within your budget. We are focused on facilitating an environment that will help all players, teams, and coaches grow. Whether you're aiming to take your skills to the next level, secure a spot on your school team, or one day hoist a gold ball at the big house, Evolve Events has a platform for you. Don't just play, evolve. Visit our website at evolveokevents.com to get signed up for an Evolve event today.
I will have... Sorry, but how do you choose? I will have... Ooh.
The old-fashioned banana split sends your taste buds to heaven. But the strawberry shortcake sundae tastes like summer in a dish. Then there's the molten lava cake sundae. Oh, but the banana fudge sundae, I'm truly...
Or you could get all four. Let's do that.
Come enjoy your favorite classic sundae at Brahms.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction.
Live from the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa, it is game number 16 of the slate of 24 over 3 days in the 60th playing of the Tournament of Champions. Hello again, everyone. I'm Todd Miller, along with Grant Merrill, Tyler Kerr, as we wrap up day number 2 here on Squirtle.tv. All but one of the pairings is final. Will it be either East Central, the Fighting Cardinals, or the Commandos of Cascia Hall to take on 3A number 1 Millwood, who destroyed 4A number 3 Locust Grove earlier today? Grant Merrill, should be another great matchup. Going to be hard to beat that one prior to this one, Lincoln Christian and Tulsa Union.
You mentioned it being game number 16. I'm glad you're keeping count because they're starting to run together on my end. We've had 2 great days of basketball. What a ball game before this one with the Union Lady Redhawks taking down Lincoln Christian, and of course setting up tomorrow night's championship. And then tonight's game between Cascia Hall and East Central. Of course, a lot of people wondering whether it be Owasso or Cascia Hall. Cascia Hall actually beating the Owasso Rams by 10 points last night, which was a little more than a lot of people expected. And, of course, Cascia Hall, led by Lee Mayberry, former NBA and Arkansas Razorback legend. They've got a great team, and he's doing some great things in his 4th year over there. It'll be interesting to see what happens between him and Michael Parrish of East Central tonight.
Ironically enough, we will have a rematch of last year's girls' title game, but only the 3rd place game between Lincoln Christian and Bixby. Both lost earlier today here at TOC. And we could have a rematch of last year's 3A championship boys game if Cascia Hall beats East Central tonight and matches up with Millwood. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. As Grant told you, Lee Mayberry is the head coach at Tulsa Cascia Hall. The Commandos 9-2 and ranked 2nd in Class 4A. They will start Roman Poindexter. He had 25 points, 8 rebounds last night, 2 assists, and a block in 30 minutes in the 85-73 victory over 6A Owasso. Also in the starting lineup, Dallas Lowe. He'll wear number 10, a 6'2 junior. Ethan Conkle, the son of the University of Tulsa men's basketball coach Eric Conkle. He'll wear 11. He is a 6'4 junior. Memphis Dunphy is a 6'3 junior. And Huston Shiflett will be the 5th starter. He's a 6'1 senior. So, again, it's Poindexter, Lowe, Conkle, Duffley, and Shiflett, the starters tonight for Cascia Hall. 16 state tournament appearances all time for Tulsa East Central. The Cardinals made one last year. They were off to a 6-1 start. Their only loss, 74-52 at 3A number 1 Millwood. That game was on December the 13th. They will start David Douglas, a 6'2 sophomore, Gregory Dash III, a 6' junior, Ricky Berner III, a 5'10 senior, Donnie Stiff, a 6'2 senior, and Caden Montgomery, a 5'10 freshman. Tulsa East Central, they have some really famous, notable alumni. Tony Casillas, Anthony Bowie, who played in the NBA, Jimbo Elrod, who played with the Houston Oilers and the Kansas City Chiefs, and Jim Shoulders, who was an outstanding Hall of Fame rodeo cowboy among the graduates of Tulsa East Central. Cascia Hall has a relatively young roster, bouncing back from a state tournament appearance last year. Only 2 seniors among their shortened roster, 6 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 2 freshmen. Michael Parrish, the former Tulsa Edison coach for 20 years, the winningest coach in Edison boys program history, is back at Tulsa East Central. Last year, they went to the 5A area tournament. It was the first time they had been to a regional title since 2016. They ended up again in the Class 5A state tournament. East Central tonight will wear the black and white and red uniforms. Cascia Hall in a very good-looking white uniforms with Cascia in silver and outlined in blue and silver both down the sides of the jerseys and the shorts. Cascia Hall will move from left to right here with the opening half of play. East Central right to left as we watch inside the BOK Center on this next to last evening of 2025.
You've made it clear we will not be ringing in the new year together tomorrow.
We will not.
So I will tell you Happy New Year right now.
Same to you, partner. Roman Poindexter off that 25-point game. David Douglas in the center circle to oppose one another, and off we go. David Douglas, 18 points, 3 rebounds last night in the upset win over Owasso. And Cascia Hall wins it easily to control the opening tip. East Central with a man-to-man defense. Cascia Hall bounces it out front. Marcus Duffy with the basketball. He'll veer right, now peels off of the wing. He gets it to Poindexter. He pump fakes, elbow left, and shoots it to Dallas Lowe. Lowe foul line extend of the wing. Attacks, tries to drive. Burner the third, cuts him off. Now accelerates to the paint off balance. Pirouettes and throws it up and in.
What a nice shot there for Cascia Hall.
Quickly back the other way. Nash the third, airballs a 3. And Cascia Hall has the rebound at a 2-point lead. Poindexter in transition, comes to a jump stop, leaves it out high. Conkle's 3 is good. Ethan Conkle makes it 5-0 Commandos, and they stay hot from beyond the arc. They were 13 of 28 from long distance last night, Grant, in the win over Owasso.
And it took every bit of it to beat the Rams for sure.
80-70, the final score of that ball game. Wing right with the basketball is Deani Smith. Stiff gives it now to Douglas down the paint. Runner off the side rim, no good. Follow shot, though, is good. Just like that, it's 5-2 with 6:49 to play here with the first period. Into the front court, Roman Poindexter gets a little rub, down a low. He'll put up a 3. That one back rims. Rebound down for David Douglas. Douglas gallops into the front court, being poked at, now accelerates, trying to drive around Poindexter, draws into a double. He has the shot blocked. It's a jump ball, and the possession arrow will stay with the Cardinals.
This is going to be a high-intensity ball game tonight, I can tell. Both of these ball clubs, very talented. Love watching Lee Mayberry coach. He's one of my childhood heroes, as I told you off the air.
Had been an assistant at Earl Roberts before taking over at Cascia Hall. Bad inbounds pass, knocked away. Bodies on the floor. It's finally dug out for the Cardinals. On the floor with it is David Douglas. Another whistle, and this time the arrow goes to Cascia Hall. So the Commandos turn the Cardinals over, leading by 3, 5-2 after just joining back-to-back field goals on 2 of their first 3 trips. And the Commandos raced out to a 5-0 lead. They really put the game away in the first period, then held on down the stretch, outscoring Owasso 25-13 in the first 8 minutes last night. Duffy with the basketball, stationary dribble, veers right of the wing. Montgomery stays with him. Pass over the head of Conkle to Poindexter. He'll put up a 3. Got it. Right in the face that time of David Douglas. Roman Poindexter stays on. He's now 4 of 6 in this tournament from long distance. 2-10 gone. It's 8-2 Cascia Hall.
Just give him the basketball. Wow.
Montgomery puts up a contested 3. Wouldn't go. Ball back tapped out by Shiflett. Controlled by East Central. They'll put up another 3, and Bruder, the third, slashes that one home. And it's now an 8-5 game. We're going to see a lot of 3-point baskets put up in this one. East Central last night, 10 of 27 in the win over Okarche from long distance. Poindexter attacks left, fall away jumper, too strong. Off the right side of the backboard, Gregory Nash the third with his first retrieval. Accelerates into the paint, now peels off onto the baseline. Leaves it back to Montgomery. Cross courts at right side, Douglas. Open 3, stiff. Right corner, no. Rebound, Dallas Lowe. He'll push into the front court for the Commandos of the home white. Pass off the fingertips of Duffy. It was thrown behind him and out of bounds. Cascia Hall last night turned it over 17 times, only 4-6 from Owasso. But again, they won it by an 80-70 score. East Central took down Class A's top-ranked Okarche club, 82-69, in the second game of day number 1 yesterday. Bounce pass out high. That's David Douglas. Douglas knifes to the paint, goes up. Shot was blocked by Poindexter. He gets it back, and Douglas lays it in.
Of course, Owasso beat Okarche earlier this afternoon in the game we brought you live on Squirtle.
Put 91 up on the board against the Warriors. Beat them almost 50. Right baseline 3 by Conkle. In and out and back down. Ethan now with 6, and 9 of the 11 points from Cascia Hall have come from beyond the arc. Bruner the third, a quick trickery out front. That one doesn't go. Shiflett runs down the rebound. He'll push it on the front court. 11-7 Cascia Hall. Winner gets Millwood tomorrow night at 8:30. Loser will play for third against Fort Gibson. That game will be at 5:30. Driving left, Duffy. Turns right, throws up a runner, in and out and back down. Memphis with his first basket. And right now, it's what you can do, I can do better as the two teams show each other up on the offensive ends.
Cass is just hitting the gas early and doing very well.
Halfway home here in the first period. Bruner hands it off out front to Stith. Right baseline with the basketball. Douglas pivots to the goal, lays it up through traffic and scores. He's got 4. 13-9.
He wasn't afraid to drive past a few defenders there.
No, he wasn't. Duffy across midcourt, left to right. Drives all the way to the goal, draws contact, and they're going to call an offensive foul. And it was Douglas that took the charge. And Cascia Hall will turn it over the offensive foul against Duffy. That's the first foul against the Commandos. In fact, that's the first foul against either Cascia Hall or East Central here in this first period. See on your screen, 3:40 to go, opening period, 13-9 Cascia. Gregory Dash the third, a 6-foot junior. This is a junior-laden starting lineup for Michael Parrish at East Central. He handles the ball, hands it off to Douglas, pivots and goes right front court to Montgomery. Montgomery steps inside the arc, long 2 front rims, and down for the rebound low. Dallas quickly in transition. We have a Dallas and a Memphis starting tonight for the Commandos. Right baseline, Conkle, quick catch and shoot, no good, right baseline. Rebound Montgomery, and back the other way come the Cardinals, down 4. Montgomery to the baseline, all the way to the goal, draws contact. Conkle will get the foul. It's his first, and we'll get 2 free throws now for Tulsa East Central.
If we just had a Phoenix and a Denver, we'd have half the country covered.
That's exactly right. Interesting story about Lade Magberry, and I asked him during the game last contest if he remembers his career high in the NBA. Montgomery's first free throw is up, and it's good. You might remember Lee Mayberry was an outstanding player at the University of Arkansas. He was the 23rd pick of the Milwaukee Bucks in the 1992 draft. I asked him, I said, do you remember who your career high in the NBA came against? He said, I do not. Montgomery's second free throw was good. I said, well, I'll tell you. It was 22 points against then the Seattle Supersonics, now the Oklahoma City Thunder, on November the 19th, 1994.
You were beaming with pride when you told him that. I was there to see it.
Poindexter slides left, splashes home a long 2. He's got 5. You're right, I was.
You were.
2:45 to play here in the first period. Nash drives baseline, bounces into the corner. Bruner the third looks for a cutter. It's Coulter. First off of the bench tonight for Coach Parrish Club. Driving to the goal, double clutching, missing the layup. Rebound poked out again. Jordan Otimno with the follow shot. That one won't go, and Cascia Hall with a rebound. Cascia by 4 with possession. Quick jumper put up left angle is good. Dallas Lowe gets the basket, and it is quick shooting fire here. 7-point Commando lead, almost 6 minutes into the ball game. Ricky Bruner with it out front to Caden Montgomery. East Central dances with the basketball. They fire it across the floor. Nash steps right. Nash attacks against Conkle into the body of 2 defenders, knocked out of his hands, and off of him out of bounds. It was either Poindexter or Conkle, or maybe both, that had a hand on that block shot. And then the ball deflected off the offensive player and went out of bounds. Poindexter with 5 points early will go to the bench for the first time. 17-11. They scored a 2 that was a 3-point basket. Dallas Lowe with it out front in the right front court. Now they'll feed it between the circles. Memphis Dumpy. Right wing side for Shiflett. Tried to cross court and it's fumbled out of bounds. So another turnover for Cascia Hall. That has been a bugaboo despite winning their first round game last night. They've turned it over 17 times. They already have 3 here in the first period. Now they will see intense pressure from Millwood tomorrow night if they're so fortunate to face the 3 number 1 ranked team in the finals. Bounce pass on the right wing side. Gregory Nash. He'll attack baseline. Ball knocked away from him. He runs it down. Now he's trapped to the baseline. Kicks out of the corner for Adamino. He'll get it to Montgomery. Jordan attacks. Goes up. That's Dave or Caden. His jumper rolls around no good. Gets the miss back and goes in. Caden Montgomery with a stick back. 1:17 to go opening period. Cascia Hall's lead down to 4.
He did that well. He really did.
Cross midcourt, Memphis Duffy with the basketball. Waves to his teammate off. He'll fire a three. Bang! He got it over Montgomery.
Todd, we have a pretty good crowd for this Tulsa versus Tulsa matchup here.
Sure do. Nash spins, and he's going to be called for a travel. Easy call for the official. Cascia Hall will get it back, leading by 7 under a minute to go here in the first period. As Conkle will go to the bench and check it in Josh Lewis, a 6'1 junior. What a job that Ethan's dad, Eric Conkle, has done at the University of Tulsa. Golden Hurricane off to a 12-1 start. Those are the most wins by any team in non-conference play in the AAC this year. And the 12-1 Hurricane start their best since 99-2000. Into the front court with the basketball is Marquise Markham. They'll cross court it again. Lewis loads up for 3, missed it. Ball with the floor and a foul before the stick back attempt. Whistle goes against David Douglas, his first. Last night, East Central shot 51% for the floor, Okarche 45%. East Central, though, outscored Okarche by 12 points from three-point range, and Okarche got to the line 12 more times than the Cardinals, who were only 4 of 6. The numbers just really did not lead to an easy win for East Central. That game was tied until the fourth quarter. Markham out front, whips it across the floor. Now to Poindexter, who's back out there. Under a half minute to go. East Central being very physical on the perimeter. Marquise Markham being ridden to the left wing by Bruner. Fall away jump on the baseline, no. Poindexter's tip short off the front rim, out of bounds. Last touch by Roman. With 20 seconds to play here in the first period, East Central perhaps the final possession in this quarter, trying to cut into a 7-point deficit, and Gregory Nash III comes back in for the Cardinals. 20-13, Cascia Hall, number 2 ranked in 4A. Ricky Bruner III gallops into the front court. Left wing side, it's Montgomery. Long 3, too strong. Ball tipped up, volleyed, controlled by Lowe. Lowe, 5 seconds to play, loses the ball at midcourt. Who's it off of? They're going to say it was last touch by Montgomery. Caden, of course, was politicking that he knocked the ball off of Lowe's leg. Coming back in, Memphis Duffy. He will replace Markham, who played briefly off the bench here in the first period. 5 seconds to trigger now for the Commandos. Lewis will inbound across the way. Gets it to Lowe, drives to the goal, scoops it up, missed everything. Ball tipped out. East Central has it, and that will do it in the first period of play. So we've played 8 minutes to decide ticket number 2 to be punched to the finals tomorrow night. After 8 minutes, Cascia Hall leads Tulsa East Central 20-13 at the 60th Tournament of Champions, powered by Squirtle.tv.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider?
First period numbers, East Central just 29%, 5 of 17, 1 of 6 from 3. Cascia Hall was 4 of 6 from long distance, 8 of 14 shooting. Rebounds 11-7 in favor of the Cardinals. They've turned it over 3 times. Cascia with 3 turns as well. Points from turnovers, 5-4 Commandos. We're underway in period number 2. East Central goes to work. Montgomery with it right side. Bounces to Bruner, the third out front. Swings it left. Douglas for 3. Back rims it. Rebound tipped it out of bounds. It was last touched by Deani Stiff. With that miss, East Central now 1 of 7 from beyond the arc.
I don't have a block.
7:43 to play here in the first half. 20-13 our score. Todd Miller, Grant Merrill with you. East Central with some pressure. Now they'll back off as the inbounds pass goes to Roman Poindexter. To Hudson Shiflet, Shiflet. Bounces it to Lewis, left wing, knocked away out of bounds by Nash. They're going to call Gregory for his first personal. It's only the second team foul whistled against Tulsa East Central with 8.5 minutes of this ball game in the history books. Ethan Cockle, who in the first period was 2 of 3 shooting, 2 of 2 from long distance, has 6 points inbounds. He gets it to Shiflet. He'll jump past to Cockle when it's knocked away out of bounds. So East Central really starting to turn up the pressure on the perimeter against the Commando offense. 7:25 to play here in the opening half. Quickly to the front court, right side, Duffy. Hands it off with the wing, low. Side steps left, turns the corner. Now turns back right, pulls up with the elbow. The stripe, got it. Ellis Lowe with a tough shot. He had to create that. He's now 3 of 5 shooting. Has 6 points, and with a minute gone here in the second quarter, the lead back to 9. 22-13. East Central has never led. Cascia Hall's lead, currently their biggest. Stepping through 2 defenders is Montgomery. He gets it down low to Douglas, who fumbles it out of bounds. Back-to-back East Central turnovers, and you can see the body language from David Douglas, the sophomore. He wasn't all that happy with the result of that play. 6:48 to play here in the first half. 22-13, Cascia Hall, a chance to build with the biggest lead. Shiflet drives all the way to the goal and in with the left hand. And now a timeout called by Michael Parrish. We'll join him, 6:45 to play here in the first half. 24-13, Cascia on Squirtle.tv.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
It's game time and the lights are shining bright. Don't get caught in the dark. Power up with the Generac Home Standby Generator from Moyer Electric and Generators. When the power goes out, your lights, heat, and games stay on automatically. Moyer Electric and Generators, powering Oklahoma's homes like champions. Visit MoyerElectricOK.com or call today at 888-265-3020.
Cascia Hall leads by 11. Todd Miller, Grant Merrill, welcome you back here to the BOK and the 60th play of the Boys Tournament of Champions. Girls event has been in existence since 1999, year number 26. East Central needs a bucket. They've yet to score here in this second period. Bounce pass to Douglas. He attacks. Tried to hand it off. Ball knocked away. Duffy has it. Marquise back there. Memphis back the other way. Cross courts it to Conkle. Bounce pass down low. Shiflet. Turns, cross courts to Poindexter, and he traveled. Shuffled his feet before he pump faked, and he'll give it back. Boys bracket tomorrow looks this way. The 7th place game, Southmore of 6A, Class A's top-ranked Okarche at 10:30 a.m. Consolation finals, 1:30, will pit Owasso against Tulsa Memorial. A lot of people thought that might be on the winner's bracket side. 3rd place game will be Fort Gibson against the loser of this game, and the championship game, the winner against Millwood tomorrow. Gregory Nash. Right side for Bruner. Back to Nash. Backs it out from the free throw line to the top of the circle. Under 6 minutes to play first half. Montgomery all the way to the goal. Imposes his will. Conkle slaps it down. Follow shot by Douglas is short. Rebound juggled by Conkle. Picked up in the paint by Montgomery. Driving left Nash. Cross courts it. 3 on the way by Bruner. Good.
Conkle is a force to be reckoned with.
He's not afraid to get in there to get his nose dirty. Memphis Duffy into the front court, left side. Ball knocked away from Dallas Lowe, and it stays with the Commandos. 24-16. It took almost 2.5 minutes for the Cardinals to get points here in the second period, but they have it down to single digits. Kind of hanging around, they've got a run in them. Commandos to inbound the basketball. Poindexter with it out high. Left-handed dribble. Throws up a runner at back rims and falls off. Roman Poindexter is going to the free throw line. Foul against David Douglas, his second. So Douglas has 2 of the 3 fouls on the board against East Central. And we told you the Cardinals' only loss came against Millwood. Perhaps a rematch in the finals tomorrow night if the Cardinals can rally as Poindexter swishes home the first free throw. As part of his 25-point outing last night, Roman Poindexter was 6 of 9 for the foul line. As a team, Cascia was 13 of 17. Poindexter, one of the better juniors on the eastern side of the state. Second one, back rims, no good. Down for the rebound is Nash. First free throws for Cascia Hall tonight. 5.5 to go before the break. Open three, left corner on the way. Good. He rattles it home. That's Ricky Bruner. He's got back-to-back triples and 9 points at all three of East Central's made trays. 25-19, the timeout call for the under of the floor by Lee Mayberry. He didn't like the way this one is turning in a hurry thanks to back-to-back triples. Back after these messages for the TOC on Squirtle.tv.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built. It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future. We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us. So, when a family needs me,
When my community needs me. When Oklahoma needs me,
I'll be ready.
Back here at the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa, the Tournament of Champions, and our broadcast presented by Allstate Insurance and Agent John Croissant, South Utica in Tulsa for auto, home, life. You name it, he's got it. Allstate Insurance, you're in good hands with Allstate.
Conkle covered up on a three, right wing, comes up short. Rebound to Montgomery, attacks at the other end. He'll lay it in, but that's continuation. The foul came on the floor, and so the Cardinals will inbound the basketball. Whistle goes against Dallas Lowe. It's his first. Only 3 Commandos have personal fouls, so this has not been a whistle-happy game to this point. Only 3 total fouls here in the second period. Cardinals, cladded in black, red, and white, inbound. They cross-court it to Bruner. Steps left, 3 on the way. Bang! He got another one. 9 straight from Ricky Bruner, and look out. It's all of a sudden gone from 11 down to 3. 4:45 to play here in the first half. Duffy on a cross-court pass. Softly trapped. Cross-courts it. Shiflett in the corner. Down low with the block. Poindexter puts up a hook. Missed it. Ball tipped up off the glass. Conkle has it. Right wing, Duffy loads up his 3 side rims. And the rebound to Isaiah Coulter, 1 of 2 off of the bench tonight for the Cardinals. He's a 5'10 sophomore. Left wing, Bruner with the basketball. To Nash out front. Pitches left corner, pulls it back out front. Bruner against the Cascia Hall defense with 4:20 to play in the first half. A 3 ball here would tie it. He'll attempt the 3. That one rolls off. It almost went in over Shiflett. Rebound out of bounds, and it will stay with East Central. Why should Bruner not put the 3 up? He is white hot. He's made 3 straight and 4 first-half 3 balls. Last night, Bruner was 2 of 9 from long distance, 7 of 19 shooting with 16 points. Left wing, Montgomery. Caden jump passes. Deep 3, Nash. Good. The game's tied.
Wow. Nailed that one from long range.
That would have been a NBA 3. Halfway home in the second period, 25 apiece. Ball knocked away and stolen. Forced by Montgomery into the hands of Coulter. Coulter, left side, Nash kicks into the corner, and now Cascia Hall gets back in that half-court zone. They'll trick her again. Montgomery for 3, no. Conkle weak side with a rebound. Game tied at 25, but it's a big run by East Central, who trailed by as many as 11 here in this first half. Shiflett's bounce pass knocked away by Nash, and they're going to call a kicked ball or a foul. They're calling a kicked ball, and I agree with Coach Parrish. I did not see much contact with the foot. Here's a look at the winningest coach in Tulsa Edison program history, and now the guy in charge of a very talented East Central club.
He left his mark on Edison, that's for sure.
Duffy inbounds. Dallas Lowe between the circles to Poindexter. He has 6 points. Lowe has 6. Conkle has 6. Those are the leading scorers. Tied at 25. Conkle run off the arc in front of the East Central bench to Duffy. Bounce to Poindexter. Raises for the elbow, no. Rebound tipped and kept alive. Shiflett has it. Second chance for the Commandos. Following jumper on the baseline is side rip. Duffy, who kept that possession alive, couldn't pay it off. East Central a chance to take the lead. Up the floor goes Montgomery. Top of the circle to Otomino. Back out front right side, Montgomery. Caden dances, spins, goes into a double team, leaves it out front. Otomino's three is short. In fact, it's an air ball. Rebound to Poindexter. That'll start the break. Back the other way, it's Duffy in contact, draws a blocking foul. Cardinals didn't like that call. It's going to be a foul on David Douglas, or is it against Jordan Otomino? When it is, that's his first, the 6'1 senior. Third team foul against Tulsa East Central with 2:44 to play here in the first half. Memphis Duffy will go to the free throw line. Memphis Duffy last night was 3 of 3. Again, Cascia Hall was 13 of 17. Duffy hits the first. Last year, the Commandos 27-4, lost by 3 to Millwood in the 3A final, 60-57. Millwood state record, 18th state title. They pulled off an upset last night, defeating the Owasso by 10, despite the fact the Rams did not have OSU commit Jalen Montanati. Second one is good. So Duffy gets both. And it's 27-25 Cascia Hall. That's their first points in more than 3 minutes. 2:36 to go before break. Broomer drives left, pitches on the wing. Yanni Stiff resets to Montgomery out near the center circle loco. He'll veer left. Cascia Hall trying to trap out of that zone. Now Montgomery penetrates elbow left, jump passes top of the circle. Nash run off the arc, attacks left-handed layup. Good. Gregory Nash with the bucket. And just like that, it's a tie game at 27 as my partner snaps selfies. Sitting left to me.
Hey, I've got Joe Deere with the Cherokee Nation here.
Well, then you should take
our
a selfie.
halftime guest. He might be chief one day.
Barkin with the basketball. Left side, Duffy thought about a three. Against the zone, penetrates, jump passes across the floor. Right side, it's low. Head of the circle, Duffy. Duffy back to low. He'll trigger a deep right corner three. Got it. In the words of the great Doug Nelson, quarter three ball. 1:45 to play first half. Lead is 3 again for Cascia Hall. They led by as many as 11. 3-ball quarter pocket is how he says it. Montgomery sidesteps left. He's double teamed. He'll cross court it. Stiff thought about a three. Bounces off of the baseline. Minute 26 to play before halftime. Down the paint, Bruner. A little floater, and he got it. I'll tell you what, he's showing all of his skills from long distance and now off the dribble. He has 14 to lead all scorers, and it's a 1-point game at 30-29.
Brenda's dad is a longtime coach and athletic director there at East Central. On the bench tonight, I know he's got to be proud of this performance.
Duffy to Markham on a kick out. 3 too strong. Rebound down to Nash. East Central settled in after taking a big right cross to the ropes in the first period, trailing by 11. Gregory Nash probes his way left side. He'll get it to Bruner. Another three online but short, and that may have been not touched, but at least caused a little bit of a lack of concentration from Dallas Lowe. He bothered that shot. 44 seconds to play here in the first half. Todd Miller, Grant Merrill, Tyler Kerr with you. Feels like Friday, but it's only Tuesday. Wow. For a three out front. Got it. Dallas Lowe pulls up and splashes home his second three. 6th by the Commandos, and there's another look at it on Squirtle. What a sweet-looking stroke. Danced with the defender and then paid it off. 24 seconds to play here in the first half, 33-29. Bruner holds left side. The Cardinals may play for the final shot here in the half. They'll bounce it to Nash. Commandos trying to trap. We're down under 10 seconds to go with the break. Commandos lead by 4. They've led by as many as 11. Montgomery drives right, pitches out in the corner. 3-ball by Stiff. Front rims, no. Rebound, Poindexter, and that will do it. Lee Mayberry was wanting to foul. There was some contact before the horn. And now the officials look like they're going to get together and talk about it. I think they're going to say that it occurred after the buzzer, and that's the way the half will end. 33-29, Cascia Hall at the break, trying to join Millwood in the finals. If so, it'd be a rematch of last year's 3A title tilt at the Big House in Oklahoma City. Grant's back with our halftime show right after these messages. This is the 60th TOC, powered by Squirtle.tv.
life moves fast, and you deserve internet that
And we appreciate our friends at Rogers State University for being a great sponsor of action tonight from the Tournament of Champions here on Squirtle TV and on WWLS, the sports animal, and all the digital platforms that go with it. Our halftime score 33-29. The Commandos of Cascia Hall leading East Central. We'll have totals and highlights from the first half coming up. But I wanted to bring in our halftime guest, and that's Joe Deere from the Cherokee Nation, longtime friend of mine, and always a great sponsor of the Tournament of Champions. How you doing, man?
Always here. Man, 6 years of this tournament, watching these kids have the full experience at the BOK. The BOK, Mike Amber and them guys have opened up the doors. Let these kids get a full college experience before they head out. You know, we got great coaches. We got Parrish. We got Lee Mayberry. We got legends that have played in Tournament of Champions that have got to sit here and play, and now here they are coaching tonight.
You know, I remember a breakfast with me, you, and Mick Wilson over in Catoosa a couple of years ago when we started talking to you about the Tournament of Champions, and you're like, you want me to do what? And you ended up becoming one of our leading sponsors here, and, you know, every dollar invested in this tournament is really worth it. And I know we have a lot of tribal citizens that are actually playing in this tournament too, and it's cool to be able to support them as well.
Yeah, you know, we got to see Tahlequah Sequoia be in the tournament, you know, which is a huge Cherokee Nation school. Watching those kids, we got kids from Sequoia going to North Texas. We got them going to Nebraska. I mean, these kids are balling out. We got Lincoln Christian Ragsdale, Cherokee Citizen head coach. I mean, she's got kids going everywhere too. Every team you look at has kids going to the next level. Cherokee Citizens everywhere. I mean, there's huge players in this tournament. And you always talk about those things, oh, we're a 2A school, we never get to play 5A. But now you get to see it. Like we seen Lincoln Christian get upset by Union. Lincoln Christian defending champions.
Absolutely.
I mean, tell me that wasn't a great game. Tell the last 5 seconds.
Well, that's what the Tournament of Champions is all about. You know, we were watching Todd and I did the Dale game earlier when they played Bixby, and the Dale girls ended up winning that one. You're talking Class A beating Class 6A. That's what this tournament's all about and what it's always been. And, you know, we talked to Barry Lewis and Bill Haston, the guys that have been here for every one of these for 40, 50 years. And just the memories that are made and the moments that you see in this tournament, it's definitely great. Let's talk about the Cherokee Nation. What's happening? What are some of the biggest things happening in the nation right now? And
Cherokee Nation just released it. Chief Hoskin and administration and the council released the opportunity zones, which is going to give money to business around Cherokee Nation, give them an opportunity to get money to create economic development, which you guys know we've did billions of dollars to improve Cherokee Nation in the state of Oklahoma and how we've gone forward. We're continuing to do that, our language revitalization. But here in Tulsa, you got to see things that are going on. We got a daycare coming up in Catoosa after we've seen the Catoosa daycares and surrounding daycare since COVID gets shut down.
Right.
We opened that up. There's going to be about 90 to 100 kids that can go there. And people always think it's coming for Cherokee citizens. It's for anybody. You can be there. We have services here. We're represented. We have North Tulsa. We have North Tulsa Community Center. We have a Wausau Community Center. If you look across, we got Big Mickey Mahalik.
I see him there.
Texas Tech. Mickey's over here. His kid's at Lincoln Christian.
I think he got a chair thrown at him by Bobby Knight at one point.
I think so. He was. We got Rod Thompson here. Anthony Bowie's supposed to be here. We've got tons of players in here that actually played in the Tournament of Champions when they were younger. How great is that to come back and watch your kids?
It's a really cool thing. And, you know, as somebody who did not go to high school here in Oklahoma, even over in Arkansas, we knew what the Tournament of Champions was because it's been such a great tradition for so long. And you being an old Booker T guy, I know that you've been around TPS and around the things that happen here. And we're just so glad to be able to partner with the Cherokee Nation for the Tournament of Champions and for our broadcasts. You guys always are stepping up for us, and we really appreciate that.
And, you know, Cherokee Nation is always about education. Education and sports can go hand in hand. You get these academic All-Americans. They get to come in this facility. They get great food. They get to see what it's like to be in a big-time arena.
Oh, yeah.
A big-time arena, plus their academics, where they get to take it to the next level. And that's what Cherokee is about. We always support education. We always support our citizens because we exist and coexist with people that are Cherokee and non-Cherokee. And we support everybody. We're happy to be partners with Tulsa Public Schools.
Well, you've got the Owasso Rams that are in your District 13, and I know that being able to see them, they didn't quite pull it off against Cascia last night, but they'll play for that third-place game. And Brian Montanotti and his crew always bringing a great team to the floor.
Yeah, and we know Owasso just came back from that Florida tournament. Coach Montani's son broke his wrist. He was not be available. I actually got to talk to Coach Montani's son for a little bit. He was a little disappointed, but when you go compete at that level, it just shows he's giving it his all.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're having to hold Todd Miller back from trying to participate in this jump roping competition out here, and he's going to have totals and highlights coming up here in a few minutes if we can keep him off the floor. But, Joe, I'm glad that you stopped by. It's always a pleasure to work with you. You and I work together on so many things. And, it's just always a lot of fun and just always an honor to work with you.
Well, it's always great, Grant. You've been a great partner. I know you're one of my constituents, but a great friend as well.
Yep, always happy to help. So.
And you guys do a great job. You and Todd do so amazing when we're here. I mean, if you guys haven't heard their voices, like when he was the voice of Owasso high school football, you get the full play. You're not missing a play. I can't do what these guys do.
Well, we can't do what you do either, so I appreciate those kind words, and we will catch up with you tomorrow, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow night. Me and Mayor Monroe will be here presenting trophies. And we're giving away the $5,000 scholarship tomorrow night. One boy, one girl. 3-point shootout tomorrow night.
So I'll be doing the 8:30 game with Doug Nelson, and maybe you and Monroe can come by and visit with us.
Oh, I'll be glad to do it, man. Thank you, Grant. Appreciate you.
All right. Appreciate you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You guys have a blessed night.
Yes, sir. Councilman Joe Deere, District 13 from the Cherokee Nation, a great sponsor of the Tournament of Champions and a sponsor of all we do here on Squirtle. We appreciate you very much. When we come back, Todd Miller's got the numbers from the first half, and we'll talk a little bit about what's coming up in the second half as well. This is the Tournament of Champions presented by Allstate Insurance. Agent John Croissant on Squirtle.
Thanks, Joe. Life moves fast, and you deserve internet that keeps up. Say hello to Pioneer Fiber Internet with blazing fast gig fiber speeds designed for the way you live, work, and play. From ultra-smooth streaming and lag-free gaming to lightning-fast downloads and crystal-clear video calls, Gig Fiber gives you the speed and reliability to do it all. Ready to upgrade your internet experience? Visit GoPioneer.com to sign up today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Why be a Ranger?
First half numbers, as you see the score, 33-29, Cascia Hall over Tulsa East Central. Cardinals 11-30 shooting, 37%, 5 of 16 from three. Cascia Hall was 6 of 11 for 54.5% from three-point range. They were 50%, 12 of 24 from the floor. 2 of 2 foul shooting East Central, 3 of 4 for the Commandos. Rebounds East Central +4, 18-14. Offensive rebounds, Cascia Hall +5, 8-3. Second chance points, 15-0 Tulsa East Central. Points from turnovers dead even at 7. Cascia Hall has turned it over 5 times, and the Cardinals 5 times as well. Points in the paint, 12-6 in favor of East Central, 7-2 Cascia Hall and fast break points. Neither team has had a point from their bench tonight. Leading scorers at halftime, Ricky Bruner III. He got hotter than a firecracker with the 4th of July. Hit 3 straight three-pointers to help bring East Central back from an 11-point deficit with just 6:46 to play. In the first half, he has 14 points on 4 of 7 3 balls and 5 of 8 shooting. Leading scorer at halftime for Cascia Hall, Dallas Lowe, with 12 points. They have 2 co-leaders in rebounding, Poindexter and Lowe with 3 boards each. 6 boards from Caden Montgomery paces East Central in that category. Grant, ready for the start of the second half. Looked like Cascia might run away and hide, but East Central had other thoughts. And I thought the Cardinals did a good job really settling into the flow of the ball game after they fell down by double figures.
You know, East Central, those Michael Parrish teams, they are not going to get back down, and they're not going to stay there. That's been kind of a hallmark of his career. And, Lee Mayberry and Cascia Hall jumping out to an early lead, but they will fight to keep it and fight to win. It ought to be a barn burner here in the second half.
Incidentally, nice to see Joe Deere again. This guy's a great guy, great supporter of all the student athletes of this part of the state, and big thank you to him and his nation for what they do to support high school athletics.
We're very proud of our relationship with the Cherokee Nation and appreciate Joe and all he does. I can tell you that we wouldn't be as far as we are without all of their help.
Here we go. Cascia Hall will have possession, and we're underway here with the third period. Along with Grant Merrill, I'm Todd Miller. Tyler Kerr, the A-team, producing our broadcast here tonight courtside. Quick three put up by Duffy. That one pinballs off, no good. East Central with a rebound. They'll quickly push into the front court from left to right. Caden Montgomery in the corner. It's Nash, and he rattles home a three. Gregory with his second three. And that is now 6 of 17 three-ball shooting. Nash is 2 of 3, and Bruner 4 of 7 from long distance. Left side, Poindexter. It's a 1-point commando lead. They'll fire low out front. Front rims it, no good. Rebound run down by Duffy. Duffy peels into the paint, leaves it in the left corner. Three ball short again. Rebound tipped out, and Bruner has it. Up ahead from Montgomery to the goal, and a one-handed slam. And just like that, East Central has their first lead of the night. It comes with 7:12 to play. On that spike dunk, 34-33.
They're not going anywhere, that's for sure.
Duffy, Poindexter out high, kicks it out. Conkle for three, no good. He'd been hot in the first half. Rebound tipped, and David Douglas, who had 4 retrievals in the first half, has this one. He drives right, goes right into the body of Poindexter. Layup rolls off, no good. Stith with a rebound, kicks it out. Bruner's three, no good. Rebound to Duffy. Here come the Commandos down for the first time with 1:20 gone here in the third period. Winners bracket semifinal number 2 and a steal. Bruner on the crossover, picked the pocket of Duffy, and then Memphis bumps him at midcourt and becomes the first Cascia Hall player with multiple fouls. First team foul of the second half with 6:33 to play before the fourth quarter. 34-33 East Central. Ricky Bruner the third. I'll have the fifth place games tomorrow for you here, noon and 1:30 on Squirtle.tv. All 8 games on Championship Wednesday night, New Year's Eve, coming to you live on Squirtle. David Douglas handles a bounce pass out front. Montgomery swings it right to Nash. Top of the key, Bruner for three. That one front rims. Rebound to Poindexter. Roman in the first half had 3 of those. He crosses over, brings it to the front court, wanted to shoot a 3. Bruner runs him off. Now he gives it up to Duffy, throws up a runner for the foul line. Not a great shot. Short rim, Shiflett with a rebound. Touches it out, low spins to the baseline, and it's going to reset. Bounces it out to Memphis. Memphis lobs it to Poindexter. Roman raises and fires for 3. That one is no good. Rebound to Douglas, his second in the last 2 possessions defensively for the Cardinals. They dodge some bullets, lead by 1. Nash through the paint, leaves it off on the left wing side. Attacking to the baseline. Bruner feeds it underneath to Douglas, who goes through traffic and puts it in. And just like that, the Cardinals have taken a 3-point lead, 36-33, and Lee Mayberry wants a timeout. Timeout. Cascia Hall, 5:39 to play in the third from the TOC in downtown Tulsa. Back after this break on Squirtle.tv.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
6 surgeons, 4 locations, 1 goal: to improve the health and lives of people in Oklahoma. At Oral and Maxillofacial Associates, we treat every patient like family. As the preferred dental implant and oral surgery specialist of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and with over 30 years of service to our community, we are trusted by professionals and dedicated to expert care. With 4 convenient locations around the metro area, we are here for you. Trust the experts at OMA. Visit our website, www.omaok.com.
Welcome back to the Tournament of Champions, presented by Allstate Insurance and Agent John Croissant for home, life, auto, and whatever else you need. You're in good hands with Allstate. Also by Bright Impact Cleaning Solutions. They will take care of your house just like they take care of ours. Call Jamie and the crew today, Find them on Facebook, Bright Impact Cleaning Solutions.
Out of the timeout, another Cascia Hall turnover. Nash with the steal, back one-on-one. Spins, goes in, layup good as he went right at Duffy, who turned it over. Nash now has 10, and the lead widens 38-33 with just over 5 minutes to go here in the third for East Central. Dallas Lowe backs it out into the midcourt stripe, right front court. Now to Memphis Duffy. Conkle with a kick out, open left corner three, spins off. Boy, he is 0 for the second half. Is Conkle after hitting 2 of 3 from long distance in the first half. Douglas for a 3. Misses long on that one. Rebound to Roman Poindexter. Trip 4 is to play, third period. 38-33. East Central leading Cascia Hall in a battle of Tulsa's area schools here on Squirtle. Out high with it is Shiflett. He'll touch it right baseline. Go into the rim. Shot was blocked that time of Duffy. It was Douglas on the block. Bodies on the floor. Cascia Hall controls the rebound. Lowe resets and a cross-court bounce pass. Shiflett to the goal. Underneath. Kicks it out. Lowe straight on three ball. No. Another rebound for Montgomery. Boy, East Central's giving up some second chances, but the Commandos can't throw it in the proverbial ocean. 4 minutes to play here in the third. Open three. Nash. No good. Left side. Commandos dodged the bullet there. Lowe had the rebound. It was poked out of his hands by Douglas. Commandos, though, control. Low, top of the circle, 3 ball, good. Duffy finally got one to drop. That's the 7th three-pointer made by Cascia Hall tonight, but their first here in the second half. Out of the midway point, third period, 38-36. Ricky Bruner across midcourt, left to right. Gives it to Douglas, top of the circle. Poindexter gambles for the steal. Douglas goes around him, goes into the paint, puts it up and in, and one. That might be on Ethan Conkle. We'll have to see. The bucket is good, as we told you. The foul is actually called on Shiflett. That's his first. Talk about a good job of finishing near the rim. That's exactly what David Douglas just did. As Isaiah Coulter will come into the ball game, a 5'10 sophomore for East Central. They have a chance to build the lead to 5. That would be their biggest of the night. Their 4-point bulge currently equals their biggest here in the second half. Free throw is up good as he splashes it home. Cardinals are 3 of 3 foul shooting. 41-36 Tulsa East Central. Full court pressure. Poindexter lobs it up for Lowe, and he traveled. Just enough pressure, Grant Merrill, applied by East Central to force a shuffle of the feet.
Yeah, they tend to do that sometimes. Always play pretty good defense.
41-36, under 3.5 minutes to play third period for the BOK Center. Final game of 16 of the first 2 days. Championship Wednesday coming up tomorrow on New Year's Eve. Down the paint, Douglas draws contact. And a foul. It's a block. It was close to being an offensive foul. Instead, it's Poindexter that picks up his first. Probably get another look at it here in just a moment. As Douglas is going to go to the free throw line. There's a look at Michael Parrish, head coach for East Central. David Douglas looking for his 10th point. First free throw, no good. East Central has not shot a lot of free throws of this tournament. Through a game and a half, that was just their 4th tonight and 10th of the tournament. Second one is up, and he missed them both. So the foul did not do any harm, and a loose ball whistle called against Coulter. That'll be his first. Team number 1 against Tulsa East Central with 3:19 to play here in the period. Neither team is really lighting the evening up here in the second half from the field. Cascia Hall has gone ice cold, and their once 11-point lead with 6:46 to play in the first half is now a 5-point deficit late third period, and Conkle can't handle a cross-court pass. It was too high and out of bounds.
Couldn't get his hand on it, and unfortunately, East Central takes us from there. And we're beyond the time when we can afford any turnovers if you're Cascia Hall.
Tell you what, this is a really good backcourt pairing in Class 5A. Nash, the junior, Bruner, the senior. They bring it to the front court, and Gregory with a stationary dribble retreats backwards near the center circle logo. 3 minutes to go, third period, 41-36, Tulsa East Central. Driving left. Pull it up. Jumper crawls across and drops in from Gregory Nash. He has a dozen, 7, spurring this lead here. 43-36 in the third period, the biggest. Driving right, Duffy. Memphis on the baseline. Now they whip it out front. Dallas Lowe probes his way. Staying with him is Bruder. Under 2.5 to play here in the third. Cascia Hall desperately in need of a bucket. They have scored just 7 points since the break. They've fallen behind 43-36. Lowe, they set a back screen. Driving baseline, Duffy. Probing his way. Ducks around 2 defenders, trying to kick it out, deflected. Montgomery had his hands on it. He has the takeaway. Pulls up, elbow right, jumper too strong. Rebound to East Central with a foul called against the Commandos. I think they're looking at Josh Lewis. It's actually on Dallas Lowe. That's his second and the team's second. Correction, that is Isaiah Coulter's second. So it was a loose ball foul against the Cardinals, so the Commandos have possession. 2:08 to play here in the third period. Poindexter holds middle of the floor of the backcourt. Poindexter gets it to Lowe. Lewis bounces it baseline Duffy, and he knocks down a three. Memphis Duffy has 4 baskets, 3 from beyond the arc. That's a much-needed splash. Cuts it from 7 down to 4. Winding towards a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter for the BOK Center. 60th playing of the Boys Tournament of Champions. Cascia Hall, a first-time entrant to this field. Tulsa East Central has been here a lot. Alley-oop lob offline. Douglas couldn't bring it in. It's a turnover. Poindexter has the takeaway. 1:26 to play here in the third. Cascia a chance to get closer than 4. They were down 7 a moment ago. Poindexter catches, turns, fires. That one went last night. Tonight it rolls off. Montgomery has it. Speeds back the other way, behind the back dribble, through the paint. Pitches cross court, 3 ball on the way. Good! Bruder knew it. He just stood there with his hand in the cookie jar. He's got 5 threes and 17 tonight as there's another look at the splash.
An expert marksman if there was one.
Between the rings, Memphis Duffy spins and a hand check. That's already 3 now on Coulter, and all 3 have come here in the third period. We're down to a minute to go, 56 seconds to be exact, and the lead back to 7. Coulter is going to likely come out of the ball game as DeAndre Rhodes, a 6'6" junior, comes in the first time that we've seen Rhodes in this ball game. There's no way he is 6'6". I think he's more like 6 foot. Inbounds pass to Duffy. He gets separation, maybe pushed a little bit and lays it in. 46-41 with 41 seconds to play. There's the contact. Lowered the shoulder just a tad, no whistle. Nash across midcourt, backs it into the center circle area. 34 seconds to play. Nash driving, picks it up, follow away jumper underneath the foul line is good. Markham has to say, what can I do? I got there, and the guy hit a follow away jumper. 48-41, back to 7, the East Central lead. 19 seconds to play here in the third. Glad to have you along on this Tuesday night. Penultimate night of 2025 for the TOC on Squirtle.tv. Dallas Lowe directs traffic. 1 under 10 seconds. Commandos go now. They're shooting in front of Lee Mayberry, the former ORU assistant. And now a crossover dribble. Lowe has it knocked away, picks it up. 2 seconds, 1 second. Fall away 3 by Duffy is short, and that's the way the period ends. East Central at halftime trailed by 4. They outscore the Commandos by 11, lead by 7 with 8 to play. We're back to the 60th playing of the Tournament of Champions from downtown Tulsa after this break on Squirtle.tv.
Well, it's me and you at 1:30, and then somehow me and Tony Wilson are doing the championship.
You and Tony are doing the championships?
Uh-huh.
Did you call him Donkey Wilson?
No, that's Donkey Larry. Lugnut. Tony the Lugnut Wilson. I guess that was his name on Oklahoma City radio.
That's what he calls in and says on the end.
Need insurance that serves you?
8 minutes to go. Final game, day number 2. 60th playing of the Tournament of Champions. Along with Grant and Tyler, I'm Todd. 7-point cushion for the Cardinals. They will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. 9, 10:30, noon, 1:30. 4, 5:30, 7, and 8:30. The games tomorrow night. and tomorrow afternoon, all here on Squirtle.tv.
You and I'll have our last broadcast together of 2025 at 1:30.
We will. You're going to have the last broadcast of 2025 on Squirtle at 8:30.
And maybe the first of 2026. I don't know.
Bruder the third dribbles to the foul line, cross courts it. They'll pull it back out front. Caden Montgomery. Already 20 seconds into the fourth period. Montgomery spins on the baseline, looks for a cutter. He finds Nash. Follow away 10-footer, no. Weak side Douglas, one hands to the rebound, goes back up, missed it short. Gets his own miss, puts it back up and in, and he's fouled. Hey, what this David Douglas is a demon of the glass, and he's just a sophomore. He draws the foul on Lowe, and that's now a second personal.
I just
11 points for Douglas, 5 in the second half.
I tell you, I just want to thank everybody that's been watching. We've gotten messages from all over the place here in Tulsa and even all over the country. And this is just such a great tournament. We appreciate everybody from scoreboard working together to bring it to the next level.
Douglas gives East Central the biggest lead of 10 that matches or nearly matches the largest lead for Cascia Hall of 11 of the first half. Cardinals in complete control of this basketball game. Low with it out front. Left wing Lewis, pump fakes, drives baseline, cross courts it. Markham. Now they swing it left. It's Duffy. No good from three. Douglas tipped the rebound up. It's off of Montgomery. Commandos get a second opportunity. Markham off the dribble. Leans for the foul line and hit a jumper. Took a step left and gets his first basket. And just like that, it's 51-43 with 7 minutes to play here in boys semifinal number 2. Cross midcourt, Bruner all the way to the goal. High arcing left-handed layup, no, but he's fouled. And we get more free throws coming for the Cardinals. The whistle against Roman Poindexter, his second. Poindexter tonight with just 6 points, did not score in the third period. Told you Lee Mayberry was an assistant at Arkansas under Mike Anderson. His alma mater, he played for the Razorbacks in Fayetteville. For Nolan Richardson, first foul shot is up and good. Bruner with his first trip to the line tonight. Mayberry has also been a head coach in his home state of Arkansas at Watson Chapel High School in Pine Bluff. Was a women's assistant at ORU under current Arkansas head coach Kelsey Music, just across town before coming to Cascia Hall. Second free throw was good, and Conkle now gets back up, and in will spell Lewis on the floor. 6:41 to play. Roman Poindexter out front. Commandos desperately need to get him engaged. Low with it, right wing. In the corner, quick three. Markham hit the side of the backboard and goes out of bounds. Or do they say it was actually touched when it hit the side of the backboard? And that means that Cascia Hall will get another opportunity. Into the front court, Low with the basketball. 6:15 to play. Low swings it left side, Conkle to Poindexter, and he shuffled his feet. So we've been wrong. East Central is not David Douglas, it's Dre Rhodes. And I'm going off what was in the program, so I apologize.
That was the official roster when we went to print, so they may have changed that in the last couple of games since.
Our apologies. Gregory Nash driving left. Want to be accurate, but you only have what you have to work with, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Wing right, Bruner. 5:50 to play in the ballgame. 53-43. Bruner bounces left corner. 3 other way. Front rims. No. That was from Caden Montgomery. And a timeout, Cascia Hall with 5:39 to play. 10-point East Central lead. Back after this on Squirtle.tv.
Need insurance that serves you and not the other way around? At Brining Insurance, we're independent, which means we work for you, not the carriers. Home, auto, business, or farm, we work as hard as you do. Whether you need a hand finding and portable insurance for your church, someone to help wrestle that school policy, or someone to help plug the leaks in your municipal coverage, get a hold of Robert Wagner. He can help. Call 580-628-2559 today or start your quote anytime at brininginsure.com.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust.
We apologize. DeAndre Rhodes is 1, not 4. And 4 is Cade Montgomery, not 11. So it is DeAndre Rhodes that has 12 points, 6 in the second half. Markham to inbound for Cascia Hall with 5:36 to play in the ball game. East Central still in that zone. Lowe handles it out front, steps up, fires a 3, no good. Rebound for the Cardinals. They trap underneath the goal. Ball knocked away that time from Nash. And then we get a whistle and a timeout called for the East Central bench. Reminder, breakfast tomorrow with Dustin and Adam, the new voices of Quentin Savage women's basketball. They've called all 3 of Quentin's games here in the tournament. I think I've assumed the role of being Millwood's voice, although I will not be tomorrow night.
I'm a man of the Tulsa people. I'll have East Central tomorrow night, and probably Cascia Hall in both of their games.
So David Douglas was one of the roster. He's 11. We had Rhodes as 4. He's number 1. Caden Montgomery, who was 11, is 4. And I know that's frustrating to the viewers, but again, that was what was in the program, and we certainly apologize. We'll get it right the next 5:24.
We can only go by what the ADs and the coaches give us, so we appreciate you understanding.
DeAndre Rhodes to inbound, bounces it for Bruner. Call Rhodes whatever you want. He has been a stud in this ball game tonight. A big reason why East Central's only 5 minutes away from a rematch with Millwood at the title tilt. Into the paint goes Bruner. Bounces it down low. Layup good by Rhodes. His 6th basket, 14 points, 8 coming after halftime. Look at the body control as he laid it in. Under 5 minutes to play, 55-43. East Central's pulled out to the game's biggest lead of 12. Bounce pass low, penetrates the zone, quick hands, broke it up. Another turnover, and now Cascia Hall really starting to get frustrated. Nash forced this turnover. He'll leave it in the front court now for East Central. David Douglas, the 6'2 sophomore with it. Driving left, Bruner hanging, missed the runner. Ball tipped out. Duffy has it. Here come the Commandos. They had 29 points at halftime. They have 43 now with almost 4 minutes gone here in the 4th period. And a foul's been called against East Central. That is on David Douglas, his 3rd. And Michael Parrish does not care for it at all.
He is one of those coaches that if he disagrees, you'll hear about it.
Does a good job, though. Yep. Duffy's first foul shot is short. So Cascia Hall had made their first 3 at the line. They've missed their last 2. They are just out of sync, something we did not see last night when they put 80 points on the board against Montnani less. Owasso. Second one is good. 4:28 to play, 55-44. East Central to the front court. David Douglas with between the leg dribble. Backs it out, turns the corner, jumps into the paint, trying to bounce it through a double team. It's taken away by Poindexter. Roman to midcourt. Conkle. Ethan cross court's right side. Duffy double clutches up and under. Doe. Rebound fought for. Shiflett has it, and he's fouled. David Douglas has picked up his 2nd personal foul. Team foul number 2 against the Cards. Called the Fighting Cardinals of East Central, and they have really fought tonight after finding themselves with an 11-point first half deficit. Shiflett, left-handed foul shot up and rattles it home. Hudson's first trip to the line, his 3rd point. He's a 6'1 senior. Commandos still win, lose, or draw are going to be a team to contend with in Class 4A. It's a good class, though, in boys basketball. Second one is no good. He front-rimmed it. Rebound, David Douglas. Douglas pushes ahead. 2-on-2. Good cross-court pass. Layup is good to Rhodes, and he'll get it and one. How about Douglas pushing the tempo? Shiflett picks up his second foul, and the Cardinals are tasting it now at the halfway point of the fourth period. Rhodes tonight, 2 of 4 at the foul line. Chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way, and that one pinballs in and out. Lead remains a dozen, halfway home in the fourth period. East Central 57, Cascia Hall 45. In the backcourt, it's Markham. Retreats, now lobs into the front court. Duffy, back to Markham out front. Puts up a three, got it for the right circle. They say he's foot on the line. So it's just 2. Markham with his second field goal.
It looked like a 3.
Sure did. And a turnover. They threw it right to Markham, or Duffy, who lays it in. It's like that. That's 4 straight. The lead down to 8. 3:15 to play, and Cascia with another turnover. Ball deflected. Conkle has it. Now a whistle. And all of a sudden, the Commandos are breathing life. Gregory Nash with his second personal foul. The team's third. Each team with 3 fouls. Each team, Cascia Hall has 2 timeouts. East Central has 3 remaining. 3:19 to play. Duffy, high post, steps left. Jumper good. That's 6 straight by the Commandos. Deficit has been cut in half. It's 57-51. Cascia Hall using pressure in the backcourt. Nash jump passes across the floor. David Douglas with a basketball. We're under 3 minutes now to go. Semifinal number 2 in the winner's bracket. 60th TOC on Squirtle.tv. Through the paint, Douglas, and a foul. That'll be number 4 on Cascia Hall, and that belongs to Shiflett, who has his third. Here comes Deani Stiff, a 6'2 senior in the ballgame. 7 points, 2 rebounds on 3 of 6 shooting last night against 6A Owasso. Owasso had been in the championship game the last 2 years. They were the reigning champions after beating Millwood a year ago. That was an epic title game. Bruner to inbound. Right quarter, Douglas. His 3 spins off. Poindexter with the miss. 2:47 to play. Up the floor, Duffy spins out high. Roman Poindexter still has not scored in the second half. Deep 3, Duffy on line but short. Long rebound to the Cardinals. Bruner back the other way. Gregory to the goal, fouled. That's against Duffy, and a good clean hard foul to prevent a layup. That's his third. I think I can speak for everyone at Squirtle. We appreciate everybody with the Tulsa Public Schools for allowing us to be the official online provider of the Tournament of Champions. It's been a great partnership. Nash first free throw is up and good. Nash has 15 points, 10 of the second half. He had a good game last night, 9.7 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals. That's stuff in the stat sheet. Second one is up. This one rattles home too. Lead goes to 59-51. 2:33 to play in the ballgame. Cascia Hall trying to get back in this thing late. Poindexter bounces to Duffy to the goal. Wild shot, no. Rebound poked out. Lowe has it. Puts it up and in. See if they give him the basket. I think they do. And Lowe will have a chance at a three-pointer. Stiff with his first foul. There you see the replay of it. Lowe with 14 points now. That's his first basket here in the second half. This would cut it down to 5, a 2-possession game. If he can hit the free throw, and he does. Nothing but that. 2:16 to play. 59-54 East Central. Up ahead, it's Nash. Underneath for Rhodes. Draws a double. Whips it left. Douglas, 3-ball it away. Splash! Bruner hit his 6-3, and a timeout called by East Central. Look at him splash it home again. This guy is white hot. 2:09 to go from Tulsa. 62-54 East Central on Squirtle.tv.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. Upper Crust, gather around.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication, Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private.
Cardinals will pick the Commandos up in the backcourt out of the timeout. Poindexter triggers it in bounds to Shiflett. Winding towards 2 minutes to go. Cascia Hall down 8. They attack. Shiflett to the goal. Way up. No, as it hung on the rim. He takes a tumble out of bounds, and he'll pick himself up and go to the line. If you're Michael Parrish, that's the last thing you want, a chance for the Commandos to get points with the clock stopped. Deone Stith has his second personal foul. Shiflett, who's 1 of 2 at the line, goes there looking for his 4th and 5th points. With 2:01 to play, if he makes both, it's a 6-point game, and there's a good start.
I got to give credit where credit is due. It's holiday break, and Cascia Hall's brought their entire student section.
Been a good atmosphere here tonight.
It has.
Shiflett to cut it down to 6. Flies it, eyes it, splashes it home. 62-56, 2 minutes to play. Here comes the pressure. They inbound to Bruner. Bruner has 6 threes tonight. He has 22 points. Brings it down the floor, bounces it to Stith. Shot blocked out of bounds. To save a bucket with 1:51 to play. There's another look at it. Big time block that time by the Commandos, Roman Poindexter. So Nash will inbound. He's Central trying to back up the win over Class A number 1 Okarche yesterday with a win over 4A number 2 Cascia Hall. 1:47 to play. Douglas handles it out front, and there's the foul against Shiflett, and that's going to be his 4th personal foul. And also his team foul number 5 against the Commandos, so 2 shots here for David Douglas. Both teams are in the double bonus. He's Central with 2 timeouts remaining. Cascia Hall with 2 as well. Here's a look at Michael Parrish as he's talking to DeAndre Rhodes, who has been a player of this ball game. He, Nash, Bruner have been huge. First free throw good. Douglas at the line for the first time. Now they're going to flip players on the left and right sides of the paint, Bruner and Coulter. Coulter's back out there with those 3 fouls. Chance to make it an 8-point game. It's already a 3-possession lead, and it's going. Douglas hits both. 64-56, 1:39 to play from the BOK Center. Duffy into the front court from right to left as we watch. Pressured by Nash between the circles to Poindexter. He drives and is fouled. That's going to go on Rhodes. Rhodes now has his 3rd personal foul. Poindexter has not scored in the second half. Can change that here. And the first free throw is home. 6 points for Poindexter. Roman last night was oh so good. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a block in 30 minutes. He was 8 of 10 shooting. Through 3 periods tonight, he had shot less than 20% for the field. Second one is good. Got a little body English on that one. 64-58, a minute and a half to play. Bruner speeds into the front court, the senior. Bounces it over the right side. Dash will cross court it. Douglas with the basketball, holds it low. Winding towards a minute to play in regulation. David Douglas. Bruner drives, pitches to the left corner. Coulter lobs it out front, a dangerous pass. Douglas rips it away. Now to Nash, playing keep away with 1:06 to go. Nash turns around, pulls it back to Bruner. His possession already 38 seconds in duration. Bruner, right side, finally fouled. That's going to do it on Shiflett. Hudson fouls out of the ball game with 5 points and 61 seconds to play. I almost did it. Almost did it. 61 seconds to play. Here comes Conkle back into the ball game. Again, he's the son of TU men's basketball coach Eric Conkle. Dale sending a Pirate to Conkle next year. Denton Forsyth committing to TU. First free throw is home.
That'll be a great addition. I've been a fan of Eric since he came here from Louisiana
He's
Tech.
really good.
He's an excellent coach.
We came over and watched another former Pirate, Traden Chambers, play with Manhattan Christian in exhibition. I was very impressed with TU. Barnstable's a really good guy. Second one is good. Miles Barnstable, arguably their best player. 66-58 with 52 seconds to play. In the backcourt, Dallas Lowe. He'll jump past left side, Poindexter. Back to Lowe. Dallas attacks, needs to hurry. Foul on the floor, and we're going to get 2 free throws. That will drive a coach crazy, as that's the 4th on Coulter, fouling when you don't need to. You make both, it's a full 2-possession game and still 49 seconds to play. Appreciate the work this week of Madison and Reed. Tyler as well, producing our broadcast. First free throw rolls off.
They've done excellent. I'm proud of everybody that's been involved this week. You know, 7 years ago when I was in charge of the streaming, I didn't have the infrastructure like Squirtle did, and this has been the best partnership we've ever done.
Lowe hits the second, trapped in the backcourt. Now a timeout, East Central with 42 seconds to play. 66-59. Telling you, there are a lot of great streaming companies in the state of Oklahoma. And high school athletics in general is better because of that.
Yep.
But I will ride and die with the folks at Squirtle.
Same.
These guys invest back into their product. Put some time back on the clock. 45.3 seconds to go. 66-59 East Central. It's just a 30-second timeout. And so many people to thank that help behind the scenes make this possible. The Tulsa Public Schools that host this, and, of course, our many sponsors, too.
We've got a bunch of them, and we couldn't do it without them.
Good to have Joe Deere from Cherokee Nation.
Special thanks to Mary Margaret and Buddy Miller for moral support on the trip here for Todd.
Tell you what, they give me a lot of moral support. A lot. Mary Margaret told me when we first started dating, she looked at my calendar. She said, I'm bald. He'll never see me. And she said, I'll fix his red wagon. I'll just go with him. Douglas to inbound the basketball. Lobs into the front court. Gregory Nash dribbles into the paint. He's grabbed and fouled. That's Poindexter's third. 41.6 seconds to play. 66-59, pitted a couple of free throws. Nash tonight, 16 points. He's got 11 here in the second half. Between he and Bruner, they have combined to make 24 of the now 67 points with 3 balls. First free throw good. In fact, they are the only Cardinals that have a made three-pointer in this ballgame. This is a team that likes to shoot it. 10 of 27 last night against Okarche. Second one, good. Another at net. That's clutch. Nash, he's got a bright future, just a junior. 36 seconds to play. Into the front court, Low. Gets a return pass. Defender falls down. Low pitches right corner. 3 ball on the way. Good! Cascia Hall still with the pulse. At 3 by Markham. And we immediately get a commando timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second break for the TOC in downtown Tulsa on Squirtle.tv.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationship. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
As you travel down the road of the Gold Ball.
East Central will inbound. Immediately they get it back to Douglas. Into the front court now, Bruner. Trap bounces it left corner for Douglas, and there's a foul with 23 seconds to play. That whistle called on Duffy. It's his fourth. Tell you what, never let it say that Grant Merrill does not work hard. 3:30 in the morning, KRMG here in Tulsa. They used to have a guy named John Early. It's Grant Early now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Real early at 3:30. Coulter actually was the one that drew the foul, so he's at the line, and he hits the heel of the rim. Well, I'll tell you, East Central has been almost perfect tonight from the line before that miss. It's only their fourth miss of the ball game. They've hit clutch ones here for the fourth period. 22 seconds to play. This to make it a 3-point lead. He spins it, bounces it, eyes it, flies it, and got it. 7-point lead, 69-62, 20 seconds to play. Looks like it'll be East Central and Millwood for the second time this month in the title game tomorrow in Tulsa. Duffy through the top of the key, right side Markham, back out front. They'll let him shoot. Duffy, no good. Rebound underneath the Nash foul. That's on Conkle. And that will come with 7.4 seconds to play. So the boys' third place game will be Cascia Hall against 4A number 2, Locust Grove. In fact, the Commandos and Locust Grove tied in the OSSAA rankings for second and 4A, so that'll be a dandy of a matchup.
It will be.
Perhaps a preview of the state tournament. Here's Nash, first free throw good. Now it's just window dressing as East Central hits 70 with 7 seconds to play. It's currently an 8-point lead. This would make it a 4-point game. And a 4-point lead, or 4-possession lead, it's good. Nash hits both. He's 6 of 6. 5 seconds to play into the front court. It's low. He loses it. Picked up. Behind the back pass. Fumbled out of bounds by Coulter from Douglas, but it's all over. East Central 71, Cascia Hall 62, our final score. We will be back to wrap up day number 2 of great high school basketball for the Tournament of Champions, the 60th edition here from downtown Tulsa on Squirtle.tv.
Just a good old boy.
As you travel down the road to the gold ball, know that you can always get a slam dunk of a deal at Janssen GMC on North Van Buren in Enid. It's always a smooth ride in a 2020 GMC Sierra, Canyon, Yukon, Terrain, or Acadia. Janssen's offers one of the best lineups of used cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs in Enid. Check JanssenGMC.com for details. Drive a little, save a lot at Janssen GMC, 2602 North Van Buren in Enid. When life takes an unexpected turn, you need someone who truly understands what you're going through. At Nixon Dieselhorst, we've spent decades helping Oklahomans find justice, standing up for what's right, and fighting for the results they deserve. Every client matters. Every story deserves to be heard. We are here standing with you. Call Nixon Dieselhorst today because justice, integrity, and results aren't just words. They're what we stand for.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma.
71-62, East Central beats Cascia Hall, a come-from-behind victory in which they trail by 11 in the first half. They do it, the Cardinals shooting 43%, 23 of 53, 8 of 24 from 3, 17 of 21 from the foul line. Commandos 21 of 49, 43%, 9 of 23 from beyond the arc, 11 of 15 to the stripe. Rebounds +2, Cardinals 32-31, +2, 11-9 on the offensive glass. Turnovers 9 for East Central, 12 for the Commandos. Points off, 12-11 Cascia Hall. Steals 5 for the Cardinals, 6 for the Commandos. 6 assists, Cascia Hall, 21 made baskets, 10 assists, 23 made field goals for East Central. Points in the paint, 28-12 Cardinals. Second chance points, East Central 20-6. Fast break points, 14-10 EC. Bench scoring 5-1. Cascia Hall, that was it. Only 6 points between the two sides from the reserves. 24 from Ricky Bruner III, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. 18 each from Dre Rhodes, Gregory Nash III, and 10 points from David Douglas. 20 points from Memphis Duffy, and 18 points from Dallas Lowe. Roman Poindexter, so good last night, 2 of 9 shooting today, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and a ±10. So let's set the stage for you tomorrow. The 9 o'clock game, Quinton's girls will take on Locust Grove. The girls' third place or consolation championship game will be Carl Albert and Tahlequah Sequoia. The third place game will be a rematch of last year's championship between Lincoln Christian and Bixby. And the title game will be Dale and Tulsa Union. In the boys bracket, here's the way tomorrow looks on the championship round. Starting at 10:30, the boys' 7th place game will fit Okarche against Southmore. The consolation championship game is Owasso and Tulsa Memorial. Boys' 3rd place game will be Cascia Hall, and they will take on Fort Gibson in the championship game, second meeting since December the 13th between Millwood and East Central. That will be at 8:30 tomorrow night. Grant, it's always great to work with you. I'll see you again tomorrow at noon, and looking forward to a fine day here on Championship Wednesday.
It's going to be a lot of fun, Todd. Always a pleasure to work with you, and thank you for being here and doing all that you do for Stortle. And we've got a great championship day coming up tomorrow. We hope everybody will be here. Thank you to all of our sponsors, including our presenting sponsor, Allstate Insurance and Agent John Croissant. Big night here in the big town.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. For Tyler, for Grant, I'm Todd. Till we see you tomorrow. Good night from T-Town.